Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you an update on Loreu and kind of show you everything that I was doing this weekend involving my snakes because it's kind of a big weekend. First of all, I did upgrade Loreu back into her bigger enclosure. I'm using this banana slug magnet as kind of a stopper to prevent her from pushing out like she used to when she was little, and it is working, I think. It seems to be working. She's been in here for a couple months now. She's also much bigger, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what she looks like now. When I very first got her, she was a pale gray color and she still had those black stripings up along her sides, which is typical of baby white lips, but now she's just getting darker with each shed. She's getting more iridescent. You can see that beautiful yellow coming in on her sides. It's really nice looking. I'll show you a picture of what she used to look like when I very first got her. You can see all that gray. She was very pale. And this is what she looks like now. So she's really beautiful. Her iridescent is just getting more and more pronounced. I just love the way that she looks. Very pleased. This is why I wanted to get a northern white lip as opposed to a southern white lip, just because I really am enamored by that black gradient that turns into that beautiful warm gold color. It's just so beautiful to me. So she's definitely one of my favorite snakes in my collection right now. My collection's kind of small. I mostly just have rainbow boas, but she's definitely one of my faves. So we'll let her go back and relax now, and I'll show you guys what else I'm up. Oh, oh, what are you doing? You silly. So the nice thing about her is that she faints a lot. She doesn't actually like to bite. I think she's only bit me once since I've had her. Usually she'll just kind of bump me with her snout, which is very cute. She doesn't really intend to bite. It's definitely a nice change of pace from the rainbow boas, who always bite to kill, basically. They always try to draw blood whenever they bite. They're not messing around. So now I'll show you the last rainbow boa baby that I have. This is the last of the 2018 litters that I produced. It's January 19th right now, so I've had her the longest. She's the last one left. She does have a buyer already, so she is spoken for, but just wanted to show you guys. I'll go ahead and clean her enclosure. All right, little one, let's go back in here and we'll have you take a rest before your big day tomorrow. We're going to take her to the reptile show tomorrow, January 20th. I've got her buyer's friend there who is vending there tomorrow, and I'm going to drop this snake off with him, and he is subsequently going to ship her to the buyer. So she's got a big day tomorrow, and I'll take you guys to the show so you can see some stuff, and we'll go from there. Alright, good morning. Today is a big day for this little snake, and kind of a bittersweet one for me. She's going to go to her home, and she is the last baby that I have from 2018. So once she's gone, all of these tubs are going to be empty, and I'm going to be kind of going through a little bit of an empty nest syndrome, because I won't have any more babies to take care of. So it's always kind of bittersweet for me to see the last one go, but I am happy that she's got a good home that she's going to go to, a gentleman who's got a lot of other snakes, so I'm pretty pleased that she's got somewhere that she's going to go. So I've already filled, I filled this deli cup with damp sphagnum moss and had it heating overnight, so it's nice and humid in there. I want to make sure she's hydrated on her journey, which is very important for these guys, even during shipping. So, all right, little one, let's go to the show. Alright, so bad news. The baby rainbow boa that I just recently dropped off at the Reptile Expo, I dropped her off with a buddy of the buyer. So he actually shipped her to him. And I guess they had a deal. He probably didn't have to pay for shipping for her because his buddy went ahead and shipped him over. All I did was basically drop her off at the show with the buyer's friend. So the buyer's friend was a vendor at the show. While I was going there, checking everything out, I dropped her off. Unfortunately, the next day I get a message from him on Facebook stating that she is actually a he. So I went ahead, issued a refund for her, had her shipped back. So when I got her back, I went ahead and popped her a few times. I honestly think she's a girl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a third party go ahead and try and sex her via a probe. And we'll see what gender she is definitively. But the buyer claims that she is a he. You can see even on here when he mailed it, it's marked as a male. So I did refund him for the snake. I also paid for shipping, so I've actually lost money on this because he did not initially pay me for shipping. I didn't ship him directly to her. Again, his buddy did. So I have lost money on this now, getting her shipped back to me. So I would be a little upset if she was indeed a female because it would have all been for nothing. But we'll see. So in a few days, we're going to go to the vet clinic, see what the doctor says. So stay tuned.
Otherwise, looks very healthy. No big concerns.
Good. Yeah.
Eating voraciously as per usual.
Yeah.
No concerns on your part.
No, she is good. Yeah, I don't have any concerns.
Good. When was the last time you pooped?
A couple days ago, actually. I just went in there and cleaned everything out. And she last ate on the 14th.
Okay. I am getting 3 scales on that side.
Yep.
And 3 scales on that side.
All right.
I'm going to call that a few. Out just to... So I think it's possible that she was averting scent glands.
That is what I'm thinking too, because they're a little darker.
Yeah, and she's definitely willing to evert them. But those do not look like human beings to me.
Okay. All right, so we are back home after the veterinarian visit, and I'm really excited that she is a girl because that's what I thought that she was. So when I got this girl back, when the buyer said that she was a male, I was so confused because I was like, wow, I thought I double checked. I check and double check these guys the first couple days that they're born just to make absolutely sure that I think that my assessment is correct, because I don't want to be selling the wrong gender to people. Gender is very important for them. If someone wants a bigger snake, a lot of times they want to get the female. If someone wants, a male for whatever reason, they want to name him Charlie or something. I have no idea why. Everyone's got their different preferences though. So male and female is very important. And for me, it's important just because I don't like misgendering animals. I like to know exactly what they are just because I think it's important. Not only to base their names off of, but you know, if you ever want to sell them in the future, people want to know, and if you ever want to breed them in the future, that's obviously you're going to have to know if it's male or female. So I got him back really quickly, which I was pleased about, and as soon as I got him back, I checked the gender, I palpated and I popped, and I could not figure out what the buyer was talking about because I did not see any hemipenes. I mean, she definitely has the scent glands, as all snakes do, but nothing was popping out like a hemipene, so I was kind of confused. Now, her scent glands are slightly, I would say they're slightly darker on average than a normal female's. Typically, females will have very just creamy white scent glands. And a lot of times when when you pop the males, they've got that bright red or dark red hemipene. So hers are a little bit darker, which I'm assuming the buyer possibly attempted to pop or thought he was popping, but what he was really seeing was just the ends of her scent glands, which were slightly darker than a typical female. So I'm thinking that maybe confused him because we went to the vet and you just saw it just now. She probes as a female. I palpated her as female. I have popped her as female. So I honestly, I I'm a little confused by what the buyer had said. You know, I bought what I thought was a female adult rainbow boa at one point because this was way back when I was very first getting interested in breeding the species. That one ended up being a male, so I let the breeder know at the time, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Mistakes happen, like I said, and I totally get that." I ended up selling that snake to a friend of mine because he was interested, so it worked out in the end. Where are you going? All right, I'm gonna try to put you back in your enclosure. So yeah, at first when the buyer I sold this little one to said that it was a male, I of course assumed that I had done it incorrectly, and she was a he. So, I should have maybe asked him a few more questions like, hey, are you sure? Can I see pictures? But I honestly don't know what the etiquette is in this situation because it does happen sometimes where breeders sell the wrong gender. I feel like the most professional thing to do in that instance would be to issue a refund, offer to take the snake back, of course. Refund with having the snake back. I wouldn't just refund them while letting them keep the snake. But yeah, so, and then having the snake be the gender that they initially wanted anyway, like, I honestly don't know what the etiquette is. I just sent him a quick message a few hours ago. He hasn't replied yet, but I think I'm going to show him the video of us having her probed and just letting him know that it actually was a girl all along. It makes me feel a lot better knowing that at least I'm probing them correctly, or rather palpating them correctly. I'll put her back in her little home. It's nice and toasty waiting for her. She's had a long day. We drove an hour up north and 2 hours back in traffic just to have her sexed by a professional veterinarian that I really trust. So Dr. McLaughlin is great. I cannot recommend CBEAM enough, the Center for Bird and Exotic Animal Medicine. And if you ever have any trouble, no matter how big or small, they will take a look at your critter. So, all right, little one. We can take a look at Loreu, see how she's doing. Oh, are you in there? I guess she doesn't want to come out. Well, you can see some of her iridescence though. Just a little bit. Hi, cutie pie. I won't bother you too much. I just want to say hello. Hi. You are very cute. Alright, we'll showcase you some other time, okay? Oh, you want to come out? I am not a mouse, so please don't bite me. Oh, okay. All right. Well, um, we'll show her some other time. But for now, that is the end of this video. Case closed for the unknown gendered snake. She now is appropriately gendered. I don't want to. I'm glad I can stop misgendering her. Yeah. So.